Ladies and gentlemen, this is GotrBotl Sports. Matty Stickshift presents the GotrBotl Pre-Race Report. Today's show sponsored by Coors Banquet, Stand Short, Drinks Tall, The Golden Lager from Golden, Colorado. Hello everybody, I'm your host Matty Stickshift and welcome to the GotrBotl Pre-Race Report. Before we get into it, let's recap last week's Daytona road course. Fresh from playing with his Hot Wheels set, Purity Pledge racer Chris Bell waited for marriage to not only bang, but to win his first ever career Cup victory. Amazing for her racer who was in the throes of puberty and told his pit crew chief no, he won't go to his room. Joey Salongo proves again why he just can't seem to win this year, taking his teammate out last week and then literally can't catch a break when his brakes catch on fire. And after not being able to slow down so that Chris Bell could pass him, his crew chief said the only brake pad Joey needs is a Tampax, which I found to be reprehensibly misogynistic and morally disgusting. At the end of the day, it came down to tires. After the late caution, Chad Elliott deciding to pit for all 4 tires proved what a costly mistake that was. Had he just went with the left side, maybe 2 tires, I don't know, maybe go all-terrains, he may have won the race. I'd like to add that the post-race inspection found an unsecured lug nut on Chris Bell's Toyota, leading all to believe Joe Gill's Racing may be leading race innovation by loosening lug nuts. In fact, many of the top 10 racers this week may go sans lug nuts, no lug nuts at all, lug nut free, hoping to get an advantage. Time for the pre-race report. This week, we head to Homestead, Miami for the Dixie Vodka 400 for a 267-lap, 400-mile race around a 1.5-mile oval track. That was a lot to say. This race will feature new engine packages and more aerodynamic bodies, which, if you know me, I'm a big fan of aerodynamic bodies. Let's go through a couple of my picks for this week. First off, Danny Hamlin leads the betting odds, but I'd work his load management this week. On a random draw, okay, NASCAR, give me a break, he sits at the pole for his 5th consecutive year at Homestead and his 6th out of 7 races there. Of those races, his results are At best, his one win here is more of an outlier. He will finish top 12, but I'd save him later for when he needs those cup points. You only get 10 uses with him. Talking starting 5, I would put creepy Uncle Kevin Harvick on your list. Taking out last year's season's conundrum of a race down in Miami, he actually performs pretty well here, probably due to his ability to manage fall-off tire use. Now, I have no idea what that means. I don't know how that works. All I know is I read that on the internet. I also know that this is a high-wear track, also because I read it on the internet. His other races here were 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 3rd, 4th. What can you say? He's like all creepy uncles. He likes bikinis and he likes vodka. And that's why he performs well down here in Miami. Buyer beware. I am super down on Martin Truex Jr. He's only had 7 top 5 finishes using the 550 horsepower package. And I don't know what that means, but packages are cool. But 0 victories. Off to a slow start and has only 10.3 average finish in 16 Homestead starts. I got 2 high-risk, high-reward picks for the boys and girls at home. First up, Austin Dillon. Austin Dillon is boring. He has 2 stupid first names. He benefits incredibly from nepotism in the NASCAR world. And in my opinion, is going to be an average racer for years to come. But this is more about track than racer. Digging to his past, he won here in the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series and seems to bode well down in Miami. Would I go with an Austin Dillon? If you're looking to save a couple picks for the big guys, your Chad Elliott's, your Danny Hamlins, I might save them and start Austin Dillon this week. My other high-risk, high-reward pick is none other than former Santa's Workshop employee and colleague turned driver Tyler T. Red Reddick. After a tough start, he looks to rebound in Miami. Last year, after starting 24th, placed 4th here at Homestead, Miami, Dixie Vodka 400. He also won the Xfinity Series here in 2018 and 2019. This guy knows this course. He fucks here. This is Tyler Reddick's place. If he's not in your top 5, think you're messing up. He's a sophomore sweetheart. Give him a chance. He's going to play well. One other thing I like is his knack to run the high lane near the wall, where there are many good grooves for racing and tire wear. Again, read on the internet, sounded really good, so I threw it in the script. Lastly, my tip for the week in the pre-race report is to stay clear away from Kyle Busch. One, part of Joe Gill's racing. They already got Danny Hamlin. They got the young guys coming up like Chris Bell. Kyle Busch seems to be fading, and I can tell you why. Because he won't practice. We're talking about practice, not a game, practice. And he refuses to practice before any race. Don't know why. But that's it for my pre-race report. I'm Matty Stickshift, and I'll be seeing you in the group me. Enjoying GotrBotl sports content? Check out this week's episode of the GotrBotl NASCAR Fantasy Podcast. How do we explain this one on Apple Podcasts?